Hey guys, this is Arie. I'm making a video for the Fire EX Divine Beast event. It's a pretty fun event. I really hope you guys do it, and this is a video to know how to do it and what exactly you need to do. Alright, so first and foremost about this event, you need to know that it's not a puggable event. What I mean by puggable for new players is that it's not an event where you could just have a random party and expect to kill it, you know. The Divine Beast event over in special tabs, it's puggable. You know, you could randomly play with people and you guys will most likely kill it. That's fine, that's cool, but for the event, for the Divine EX, it's not something puggable. So in other words, you want to make a party, you know, get your good friends, get strong friends, get their friends, get a nice party going. So now that you know you need a party, what do you include in your party? Well, this game, as you know, runs the Trinity system. In other words, DPS, tanks, healers. I suggest that you could run anywhere between 1 to 2 healers, 2 to 3 tanks, 3 to 6 DPS. Of course, if you guys want to go all 8 DPS samurai, with like, I don't know, 3 butterflies, you go right ahead. This is just what worked for us, what worked in this video. So yeah, take my advice with a grain of salt if you want. What I'm going to be showing you is just one of many strategies. The strategies, of course, can vary. You don't need exactly 1 to 2 healers, 2 to 3 tanks, 3 to 6 DPS, but that's pretty much going to be the variation. Whichever one lacks, of course, you'll make up with the other. So if you have like 2 tanks and 2 healers, of course, you'll only have like 3 DPS as opposed to 6 DPS, and you'll have 1 tank, or 1 tank, 1 healer. But just do whatever works for you, whoever's competent. This party specifically that you see here, we had 3 tanks, 2 main tanks, which is 2 creators, myself and Legend, 2 healers, Lemon and Chu. They're really good healers, by the way, and 3 DPS. Ang, which is ANG, he's the guy with the kitty face, Akame and Splee. They're all really good DPS units. They're really good at what they do, so I had no problem with them. Now, first and foremost, I want to say that there is an all Osiris strategy out there. You don't really have to run all Osiris. In fact, you don't need any Osiris. We proved it outside this video. But the knight we had here was using an Osiris and Royal to boost our defense. Again, you don't necessarily need that because we have one without it. Of course, Osiris in anything is going to make it easier. So if you have an Osiris, go for it. Go ahead and use it. You're gonna make your life easier, and that's what you want to do. You want to get in and out with this boss event so that you could farm your other things. So I understand that. But one thing that is necessary is water attribute. It doesn't matter if you're a healer, if you're a tank, if you're a DPS unit, you all need water attribute. How much? 8,000 minimum. Me personally, being a tank, I feel like 10,000 is the minimum a tank should have, simply because tanks are supposed to take less damage, survive when everybody else dies so that they could rev. They're supposed to boost the defense. So you could do that. You could really, you have a lot of wiggle room when you have 10k. Plus 10k is a nice number. Everybody loves 10,000, right? So yeah, that's for the water attribute. Now that you know what exactly you need, right? You guys want to know what to bring. It's very important that healers, of course they bring stuff like empath and all these other ones. I don't really know a lot about healer weapons, but I do know that healers should bring revival weapons. These revival weapons are very important because they're going to be like, you want to say, on par with the tank revivals. Whoever's alive basically revives, and you definitely don't want to leave it to the tanks, because our revives are only 70% as opposed to healers revives, I think, like Bishop and Necro, who could heal 100%, just a longer cooldown. So you see how we balance each other out. We have a shorter cooldown, but it's not all the way. So definitely healers want to bring as many heals as they can while having at least 1 revive. If you have 2 healers, then that's 2 guaranteed revives, you know. If you have 2 tanks or 3 tanks, that's 3 guaranteed revives. Tanks, I'm a tank, so of course I know a little bit more. But for tanks, you know, you definitely want to bring your cerulean so that you could survive those KO hits and you could keep the death limit under 5. You want to bring your Eber, at least 1 Eber. You don't need to bring any more than that. You will be having healers, of course. You want to bring an Eclipse. Eclipse will also negate the damage, very nice. And the most important thing I would say is an HP buff. In this video, our other tank, which is Legend 27, she brought, I think, 2 HP buffers. If not in this video, then you know, when I was playing with her in the future, she brought two HP buffs, which is really nice. Let's see here. For DPS, I think the most important thing is that one of these DPS units, if you're a samurai, should bring Smelting Bow. I'm not too sure on Smelting Bow. I know it lowers the damage a lot, so you definitely want to bring it. Lowering the damage is something that we'll talk about a lot, but Smelting Bow, samurai should bring it. You'll most likely have a samurai. You know, DPS nowadays is only samurai or breaker, so there's nothing, you know, you have a 50% chance of getting a samurai. Make sure they bring a Smelting Bow. Of course, they should bring Cerulean. Cerulean provides the falter for the boss, and the bosses hit hard. You obviously see in these videos, the bosses hit really hard, so make sure they bring that. And after that, you know, if they have their Osiris or their Levy, let them bring it. But of course, you know, make sure they have enough water attribute. Alright, so now the mechanics of the boss, it's honestly not that hard. You know, it's just that what's really hard is getting a good party comp and having people pay attention. So let's say there's 4 battles, right? Battle 1 and 2 honestly does not matter. Battle 3, 4 does matter. 3 is the incarnates. Now for the incarnates, it is very important that for this strategy, the DPS units do not touch the incarnates. You let the tanks and the healers kill the incarnates. Now this is because this is the time for the tanks and healers, if you're listening, that you will HP buff, you'll activate your Cerulean, you'll activate your Eclipse, and this is the time when the healers will activate their HP buff, activate whatever they want to activate, get the heals up so they could fill in that large gap made by the HP buff. This is when they would want to do it. And this is because entering the boss, you will be nuked hard. Someone will probably die. I'm not gonna lie to you there. How much? I get nuked maybe 30, 40k, I don't know, you can watch the video. It's not a lot, it's not a big deal. But, you know, your healers is what's going to be the problem. If your healers can survive a nuke, that's really good. And that's really your job. We weren't perfect, you know, we attacked during the 3rd stage, but the healers got back up and they were able to do their thing. Some healers, they get nuked 100, some people get nuked 30. So pretty much once you survive this nuke right at the beginning, then you're good. It's just free reign from there. You know, just keep your heals up, keep your DPS flowing, kill the ads if you don't have enough survivability, and you should be good. Survivability, I mean tanks and stuff like that. So just kill the monsters first, and then kill the boss, or kill the boss and kill the monsters, see what works. Alright guys, that's it for now.